Friday, everyone. So tonight we are going to do an at-home adventure. The way that we're going to do it is we are going to do indoor camping in our living room. So this is something super fun that we've come up with, creative, to try to help the girls to have some at-home adventures. And we did it 2 weeks ago and we had so much fun with it, we decided to go ahead and do it again. So the girls, actually this morning we had a sleep-in day because everybody needed a couple more hours of sleep last night. We talked about last night of doing the camping trip. So this morning the girls packed to go on their camping trip, and that's always something we do before every real camping trip. So it was something fun that they got to do before this camping trip. So they've got all their stuff over here. We haven't got to the toy corner or school corner cleaning yet, but this is all their packing stuff. Right now they're all doing their schooling on their Chromebooks. Rebecca is doing her last test of the day. They had to take placement tests before they started the new curriculum. She's on her last placement test, then she starts the new curriculum on the 13th. We're actually gonna do a week of unschooling. But anyways, so she's doing her last test. They're doing their test for the day. They finish on the 10th, I think, or the 9th or the 10th. And then they'll be done with testing, and then they'll start, like I said, all of them will start on the 13th. They're finishing their school. I'm gonna eat my breakfast. I'm eating a little bit later than they did, get everybody their vitamins. Once we're done with this, we're gonna go clean the living room, have lunch, and then have our outside time. That way, when Dad gets home, the living room will already be clean and ready to set up the tent. We are done with school, so now we are going to clear our campsite before we set the tent up tonight, right? Right?
Mom.
Rebecca, we can't pack before we clear the campsite.
No, I'm already packed.
You can't clear the campsite with your backpack on.
I'm sure I packed ahead. Survival's pack. Someone has facial wipes, neck pillow, even soap. I'm putting
have a
stuff.
lantern. I have a notebook. Facial wipes. Personal.
You don't have to mention that. I was gonna see how far you were gonna go with that list. What about you? What'd you pack?
Pillow blanket, Pokemon. Plus they have the 2 briefcases.
You guys are crazy. It's too early in the day to pack. I'm packing later. Good night.
You were such a tween.
We have to get.
Well, if I was a tween, then I would be obsessed with my device right now.
We have to get everything out.
You don't have to show that.
No, I don't.
Hi, are you going camping too? Are you going camping too? Yes, you're going camping too. Don't pull the camera out of my hand. He's going camping too.
No, he's not.
It's actually kind of funny because we'll set the tent up and then he'll like lay right outside of it all night. Like, please let me in, but we don't want him in there because like he would get hair everywhere in there.
And you tear it up.
And because he would try to jump out of it, and so we just decided he could sleep beside it but not in it. And it like, because like he'll smell the girls in there, but he can't get in there, so he just kind of lays over here beside it.
This giant stone is blocking where our tent is.
Well, let's get laundry put up, let's clear the living room, and then we'll set up the tent later. One of the things I'm really enjoying right now about spring here is having the redbud tree like right off our porch, right outside the front door. It was one of the selling points for me for this house because we actually bought it in April, and I saw that tree in bloom out front, and I was like, yeah, I want this place. I want to see more of this place. So it's kind of cool that we can open up the big window in here while we're setting up for camping inside of here, but then right outside the window is that beautiful tree, and then you can see like neighbors' redbuds in the distance over there and over there. So it's really cool. And then my wind chime right here is so loud, you can hear it like inside when it's really quiet and it's really windy. So I'm really happy with like little stuff like that right now, and it just kind of adds more for me. So I don't know, I wanted to share that because I just love that it feels like an like having that big window right there has been a huge help right now because it feels like an extension of outside. It makes the room feel bigger when it's open. So I decided while we were cleaning and while it's daylight outside, and you know, make it feel more like camping, that we would leave the window open and you can see the trees and stuff outside. The living room is completely ready for our tent to be set up except for a dog. And Dad is off early, so we're gonna take the blanket. We put it down first to protect the hardwood floor from the ends of the tent poles. Then we will set up our tent. But we did have it smooth until somebody walked across. Get off! Off! Oh my word. Tent is all set up. It takes up quite a bit of the living room, but it does fit in here with furniture still in here. We put towels down on the ends of the corners to make sure that they don't scratch the floor as well. So next, before we do it, I found a bear. The bear needs to go in your tent. You ready to see the bear? Dad is letting the girls borrow this super fuzzy bear blanket to put in the bottom of the tent to lay on.
You girls can have most of the blanket. I don't mind the hardwood floor. Oh, hey,
She's
Shelby.
weird. She acts like a cat.
This is what he does every time. He stands outside the tent door and just looks pitiful at them.
He does the same thing while we're on vacation. He'll stand outside our door and go, "Where did they go?"
Well, no, this time it's, I know they're in there, but I can't get in there, but I can see them in there.
It's unbearable.
Your jokes are unbearable.
I think I can put my Pokemon in this pocket, in this pocket.
See.
Make up your beds.
Ow!
You alright?
I'm fine.
Rebecca,
You barely made it in.
look, Bob. Rebecca was pretty bare. Why are you slipping a set? It's not like this heat is unbearable.
I'll eat it.
Why are you like burning yours to a crisp? This is delicious that way. I can put my
Okay,
into
hold it.
it.
Just a second. Okay. Rotate it. Okay. Is that a marshmallow or a charcoal?
Marshmallow. It's better this way.
Sarah.
No, 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 no.
Sure. Let me see. Other way.
I'm not even getting
You okay?
the brown.
Turn it the other way, Sarah. All I'm getting is the tip. Nope. Wait. There we go.
Now I need. Mama.
Oh. It's okay, Sarah. You can do another one.
Here. You like it. Nice city. Toasty. I call it toasty.
Eat your soot Sprite.
Seriously?
Or Rebecca. Pull out.
So, we're having a debate. How do you like your marshmallow? Let us know in the comments below. Team burnt or team toasty?
This is toasty.
Nope, that's Team Burnt. Sarah,
Toasty.
Team
Wow.
Burnt or Team Toasty?
Toasty?
Team Burnt or Team Toasty?
Team Toasty.
Team Burnt or Team Toasty?
Team both. I like both.
Of course she does.
Yeah.
Check this out.
I have a marshmallow.
Look at this.
I would have a toasty in one hand and a
So we're finishing up our at-home camping weekend. We did a couple things that I didn't put on camera, like Saturday, letting them have time to use social media to contact some of their friends through kid-friendly sites and things. Sunday night we were in here. They were watching Bunked, you know, like it's a camping show, so something fun to do and just relax and watch a couple of episodes before we went to bed. So now it's Monday morning, and unfortunately now it's time to drop the tent. So we're gonna drop the tent, put it up, and start getting the living room back together. But if we're still doing at-home weekends in a couple of weeks, we'll probably get it back out again. This is our second time doing it, so we'll see how it goes. But so far it's been something fun for us to get to enjoy and look forward to on every other weekend for weekends at home. And here is the living room mostly put back together. I'm gonna cut that fan off. It helps to have the fan blowing in the tent whenever they're staying in it, because it just, for some reason, it gets hotter in the tent, even though, you know, it's right inside the living room, so it should be the same temperature. But it helps to have that fan going for them. And I also leave the lid off of our Smoky Mountain candle, because it actually smells like woodsy in here when that's open, because these smell strong even when they're not being burned. But for now, I'm actually going to, let's go with the Southern Grace candle. I absolutely love these candles by Southern Porch Scent. But I'm going to just put this candle back out for now. You can see our spring flowers are still out. But yeah, just leave that out and then change the scent around. And then just kind of get it back to what it was in here. Cut the fan off. And there we go. It's mostly put back together. We have some laundry here. And then I'm working on a mending pile right here that's kind of overflowing my craft basket. Working on a project right here. But yeah, so everything's put back together. We had a fun weekend doing indoor camping, and now we're going to start our school day for the day. Thanks for following us along, and we'll see you next time.